The name's Sherlock Holmes, and the address is 221B Baker Street.
Head cocked to the left. Partial deafness in ear. First point of attack. 2, throat, paralyzed vocal cords, stop screaming. 3, got to be heavy drinker, floating rib to liver. 4, finally, dragging left leg, fist to patella. Summary prognosis, conscious in 90 seconds, martial efficacy, quarter of an hour at best, full faculty recovery, unlikely.
I've been asking this one. She doesn't seem to know anything. But you know what I'm asking for, don't you, Mr. Holmes?
I believe I do. First, get rid of your boys.
Why?
Mind
if I check?
Oh, I insist. Moron. You're all right now. You're all right. Well, Lestrade, we've had a break-in at Baker Street. Send your least irritating officers in an ambulance.
Oh, no. We're fine.
No, it's the burglar. He's got himself rather badly injured. A few broken ribs, fractured skull, suspected punctured lung. He fell out of a window.
Oh, it stinks.
This mustn't register on an emotional level. First, distract target. Then block his blind jab. Counter with cross to left cheek. Discombobulate. Dazed, he'll attempt wild haymaker. Employ elbow block. And body shot. Block ferrule left. Weaken right jaw. Now fracture. Break cracked ribs. Traumatize solar plexus. Dislocate jaw entirely. Heel kick to diaphragm. In summary, ears ringing, jaw fractured, 3 ribs cracked, 4 broken, diaphragm hemorrhaging. Physical recovery, 6 weeks. Full psychological recovery, 6 months. Capacity to spit it back of head, neutralized.
Well, with all due respect, Mr. Holmes, you know John very well. What about a complete stranger? What can you tell about me?
You?
I don't think that's
I don't know that that's...
not a dinner.
Perhaps some other time.
I insist.
You insist?
You remember we discussed this.
The lady insists. You're a governess.
Well done.
Yes, well done. Shall we? Waiter.
Your student. It's a boy of age.
Charlie's 7, actually.
Finished tall for his age. He flicked ink at you today.
Is there ink on my face?
There's nothing wrong with your face.
There are 2 drops on your ear, in fact. India blue's nearly impossible to wash off. Anyway, a very impetuous act by the boy, but you're too experienced to react rashly, which is why the lady for whom you worked lent you that necklace. Oriental pearls, diamonds, a flawless ruby, hardly the gems of a governess. However, the jewels you are not wearing tell us rather more.
Holmes.
You were engaged. The ring is gone, but the lighter skin where it once sat suggests that you spent some time abroad, wearing it proudly. That is, until you were informed of its true and rather modest worth, at which point you broke off the engagement and returned to England for better prospects. Doctor, perhaps.
Shut up.
There is nothing wrong with me, do you understand?
You want me to prove it, yes? Looking for a dog. Yes, great big dog. That's your brilliant theory. Cheshire. Good. Excellent. Yes, where should we start?
How about them? The sentimental widow and her son, the unemployed fisherman. The answer's yes.
Yes?
She's got a West Island Terrier called Whiskey. Not exactly what we're looking for.
Sherlock, for God's sake.
Look at the jumper he's wearing. Hardly worn. Clearly he's uncomfortable in it. Maybe it's because of the material. More likely the hideous pattern suggests it's a present, probably Christmas.
So he wants into his mother's good books. Why? Almost certainly money.
He's treating her to a meal, but his own portion is small. That means he wants to impress her, but he's trying to economize on his own food.
Well, maybe he's just not hungry.
No, small plate, starter. He's practically licked it clean. She's nearly finished her pavlova. If she treated him, he'd have had as much as he wanted. He's hungry, all right, and not well off. You can tell that by the state of his cuffs and shoes. How do you know she's his mother? Who else would give him a Christmas present like that? Well, it could be an aunt or an older sister, but mother's more likely. No, he was a fisherman. Scarring pattern on his hands, very distinctive. Fish hooks. They're all quite old now. It suggests he's been unemployed for some time. Not much industry in this part of the world, so he turned to his widowed mother for help. Widowed? Yes, obviously. She's got a man's wedding ring on a chain around her neck. Clearly her late husband's too big for her finger. She's well dressed, but her jewelry's cheap. She could afford better, but she's kept it. Sentimental. Now, the dog, tiny little hairs all over the leg from where it gets a little bit too friendly. But no hairs above the knees, suggesting it's a small dog, probably a terrier. In fact, it is a West Island Terrier called Whiskey. How the hell do you know that, Sherlock? Because she was on the same train as us and I heard her calling its name, and that's not cheating. That's listening. I use my senses, John, unlike some people. So you see, I am fine. In fact, I've never been better. So just leave me alone.